Hello, my name is David Hawkins. Welcome to one of the training videos for the Hero's Journey Explainer video template. So what are we doing here? Well, in this video we're going to be looking into the quick steps that you can take so that you're ready to render your projects, which we'll look into a little bit later. So first of all, when you open the project, you're going to see that everything's very pixelated. It's not looking very good. Well, why is that? Well, essentially we want it to be the lowest possible quality so that we're able to make edits. We're actually able to go in and get to the point where we can up the ante with all the quality levels and then do our render. So here you can read the hero's journey. It's good enough for us to go in, which we do in other videos, to edit the text and then ensure that everything can be edited very quickly. So that's the first thing. The first step that we can take to improve the quality just before the render is actually changing the resolution. So down here you can see it says custom. This is actually 1/8 of the resolution, which can be done in custom here. There's also quarter, third, half and full. At the moment, as you can see, it's render every 8 pixels horizontally and vertically, so it's 1/8 of the resolution. All we've got to do is come to full. So that's the first thing. What I'm actually going to do is come back to 8 pixels horizontally and vertically, otherwise my fan's going to kick in and everything's going to slow up. But that's essentially the first thing that you can do. Okay. Now, once you've done that, there's a couple of things we do on the timeline, which are literally just single clicks. So first of all, we'll click on Draft 3D and we'll disable that. You can see it switches off there. Again, I'm going to click it back on because otherwise the whole project, the whole computer is going to warm up. And I don't want the fans making a noise in the background. And then secondly, on the timeline here, we can click motion blur, which enables motion blur, as you can see there, for all the layers. So again, I'm going to switch that off so it doesn't heat up. Now after that, we can click on Control or Command K to bring up the composition settings. Now I'm going to do that up here as well, so you don't have to use a shortcut if you don't want to. It's composition settings, just like that. We go in there and then we'll come to advanced, and you can see it's ray traced 3D, which is needed for the initial title sequence to get that nice 3D effect. And we can come into options, and then we'll come from ray tracing quality 1, which is draft of course, and then we'll just increase that to 5, and then we'll tap OK. Again, I'm just going to keep that as 1, just so we don't heat things up. Finally, there's one more thing that we can do, and that's actually to go into the scene outro caption, click on the text preset, and then see the effect controls. If you can't see them, you can come up here, effect controls, and then just select from standard draft to standard final. Now at that point, you're actually ready to add to render queue. So everything's already selected. We'll come to the top composition, the hero's journey. Just make sure that we've got the whole video selected. Everything's as we want it to be. Composition, add to render queue. And if you're ready actually to upload for YouTube or your website, for example, just ensure you've got QuickTime here in the format options, animation. That's going to create a really large file, which is a non-lossy. It's good for Premiere work, for later editing, but it's not good for the internet. So we'll click on animation, and we'll click on H.264, which is the web standard. We'll click on OK, and then OK. And then you decide where to save your file, and then you're ready to hit render. And it shouldn't take too long, because there are already quite a lot of pre-rendered files here. If this was the original, it would take a very long time, as this one as well. So it should take, I mean, it depends actually entirely on your computer, but maybe an hour or two, something like that. And that concludes this video. Thank you.